So, that Scarlet and Violet trailer. Yo, what is up, Crocs and Clan members, Poke fans, and others who have stumbled on the video? I'm SoresanCrockxen here with another. Actually, this is the first video I'm making on Scarlet and Violet. Hey, what's up? So, new trailer dropped today, earlier this morning, about like half an hour ago, I think. Let me see. Yeah, about half an hour ago. I wanted to be kind of on top of things this time around. Just because I've been having a lot of fun with Pokemon recently, you know, the Legends Arceus was fun. I haven't made a video talking about it, but I probably should eventually at some point. I will, maybe, I don't know. And then obviously Sword and Shield, which I actually did enjoy. I think I made a review on it. If I didn't, I don't remember. I might have. I'm not sure. I think I did. Anyways, that's besides the point. I've actually been enjoying Pokemon recently, and I actually recently, and I mean when I say recently, I mean really recently. Booted up Ultra Moon, which I never beat. I have never beaten that game, and I restarted it. So that's like my next tackling adventure, because you know it deserves to be played. You know, it deserves to be played. So I'm gonna. That's something I'm just gonna be in the background. I'm like not gonna be dedicated too much into it, but I will be playing that. So I wanted to make this video just to discuss what was released in the trailer, as well as talk about what's on the website. So we're gonna do that. First off, I think it looks good. There was a little bit of a hiccup during the trailer. I'm not good at detecting like frame drops, but when when I can see it and I notice it, that's bad. So like when they were showing off Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley, you could tell the quality just dropped. And I'm like, dude, this is a trailer. Can you at least make it look more polished than this? So I don't know if this is like old footage that they just scrapped in there. Like they need to get better at this marketing and stuff, because like these frame drops in trailers are just not good at all. We're gonna get to like the characters and the Pokemon that they showed off in the trailer when we actually start looking at them on screen. I'm gonna do that whole spiel where show you guys the website and see all that stuff. But so far, it looks good. It looks pretty. Okay, it does look pretty. I'm interested in how the battle mechanics are going to be integrated. Like, if it looks like you can still catch Mons in the wild, like in Legends Arceus. So that might be cool. But the battles, I doubt they're gonna do like agile and strong style. But battles dynamic, you know, in open world and stuff like that. So I don't know. It looks cool. Now let's get into, you know, all the new information we have on the website. Oh, how I love when I start recording this video early in the morning and I can't get to the second part of the video until the afternoon. But that's all good. So as I mentioned in the earlier part of the video, we're going to be talking about the stuff that's in the website for right now. So starting off, we got the introduction to the main characters. As you see, as one of the main characters, you'll set up on your phone. I still don't like the designs. For how they look. I mean, like, this model is fine, sure, but like in game, I just don't like the way they look. Granted, from what I mean, we're gonna get to that part later, but from what I saw, I think we have a better chance of like customizing, so I hope it's actually a solid thing. Now, the two professor idea is actually pretty cool. Depending on which version you get, will depend on which professor you have. So one of my coworkers and my good friend was talking about how this is like ancient times versus modern technology, which I think is a pretty good, nice concept to have. So if you get Scarlet, you're gonna have Professor Seda, and if you get Violet, you'll have Professor Turo. Obviously, I'm going for Violet because purple is my favorite color, so you know that's the way it is. But apparently, they each have their own idea about what the lore of the games are, so that's actually pretty interesting. I still hope that we get to see both legendaries. When we get to that part, we get to see both legendaries in the game, just like we did with Sword and Shield, so we'll see how that goes. Now, our rival character, Nimona, a powerful Pokemon trainer. So I don't know if this means that she's going to be like a strong opponent, like a trainer that's like, oh yeah, we're gonna be like taking care of business. Now this other part says in the trailer when she's talking about are you these three trainers, does that mean we get all 3 starters? Because if that's true, because that's how it was in Arceus, you know, you ended up picking one first and then you get the other 2 later down the line, but I don't know how that's gonna work. And this does also bring to the fact, like, are we gonna have our first rival that does not have a starter, like in the main line? Because Arceus, obviously, depending on who you pick, your rival character is gonna have a Pikachu. So is that what we're looking at here, where our rival character is not gonna have one of the starters? Because like they show off her Pokemon in the next section that we're gonna talk about, and she doesn't have a single one of these, so. I don't know. It's interesting. I like the concept. I like the idea. I think she looks fine as a rival. This glove thing is making me think that we're gonna have something similar to like the Dynamax band or something else. So we'll see how that goes. Moving on to the next part, we have the Pokemon Scarlet Violet game. So this is like, I'm assuming gym designs or something. I don't know. This looks cool though. I like the design. Violet over here, and then you have Scarlet over there. Now, the part that intrigues me is this. Like, are we gonna be able to catch Mons in the wild like we did in Arceus? I don't know. And the trailers, like, I don't know, this depth perception is a little weird. Like, why are we fighting this small-ass child? I don't know. Talonflame is back. Trading looks cool. You know, wild area stuff. Colossal is here, Venonat. Now, this part was interesting, and this is what I meant by like customizing it. It looks like we have a little bit more variety this time around. I'm hoping that's actually even more than normal. So the fact that we can play 4 players, I don't know why I don't know why they designed the weapons this way. Anyways, the fact that we can play as up to 4 players in the game, that seems interesting for now, but we're gonna have to see more information and the depth about. Also, I like the Pokemon centers in the region. They look freaking cool. So I think this is gonna be interesting to see how it works, right? Like, is it like just in specific areas where we can do this, or is this like an actual full-on and like small version of an MMO? It's gonna be. I really hope we get more information. Obviously, Pikachu's gotta be everywhere, so there we go. So I'm really interested to learn more about this mechanic when we get to it, and if this is gonna be like, are we gonna have like what was that feature in Sun and Moon, the battle royales, or is that like, do we do gyms like in that format or what? Next up, we're gonna talk about the starters. We got more information. Sprigatito, the grass cat Pokemon, basically. It has apparently this seems like sweet scent or some shit. A kneading move that releases sweet aroma when Sprigatito kneads and rubs its forehead with its paws. Rubs with its 4 paws, the sweet aroma is released like most right. I'm assuming this is going to be like a signature move. For with similar composition of plants, so this is just basically everything else that we deal with every time we have a grass starter. They can all absorb energy from life, you know, from life. Fuecoco, the fire Pokemon. This is Crocodile. Now we can all admit that. Scales that absorb heat. External heat is absorbed by the square scales on Fuecoco's stomach and back and converted into energy. So I don't know if this is like just Ember or if he's gonna have another signature move for his stuff. Or flying fire energy. Flickering at the top Fuecoco says a fire energy that is leaking out from inside the Pokemon's body. 12 from flame. So this is just a generic. This reminds me of like Infernape, where his fire burns brighter on his head when he's excited or whatever. Quaxly, the duckling Pokemon. A glossy gel protects his body. Its body is always glossy because the gel secreted by its feathers repel water and ground. The coif on its head is looked back at such a rich, moist cream and becomes unkempt and dry. I'm wondering what they're gonna do with this guy in particular, because right now he's like the main one I'm looking for. Like it's between him and I can't. All the freaking starters are mostly male, but because Sprigatito looks like a female, which is why I think. Like I'm between Quaxly and Sprigatito for my starter, so we'll see how it goes. But this one intrigues me the most just because I want to see how far do they go, and this type of stuff makes me think that he's gonna have a hidden ability where, like Storm Drain, but different. Just because it's talking about repelling water, so I really hope it. And it sounds like he's gonna be like the fastest of the 3 with this type of mindset. But then again, they always over exaggerate speed in terms of like Pokédex entries. Next up, we have the legendary Pokemon Koraidon and Miraidon. So old school versus new tech. I just like the fact that this guy has jet boots is what makes, and like like they both look cool. I think they both look great. I think this is the first time in a long while where I've liked both legendaries. Because thinking back, like I only liked Zamazenta. Like I didn't really care too much about Station and Eternatus is whatever. And then in Sun and Moon, I didn't like either of them. Like Lunala has slowly grown on me, but I still don't like really care too much about either of them. Then in X and Y, I didn't really care too much about Xerneas, but Yveltal was like the main one I liked. And I think Black and White was the last time that I liked both, Zekrom, Reshiram, and Kyurem was actually pretty cool. So this is the first time since Gen 5 that I've liked both legendaries. But Robotic Dragon Snake, bruh, with jet boots? Yeah, sign me up. They did show in the trailer. Now, obviously, there's no information too much about them. I'm assuming they're going to be dragon types just from their designs. He might be like Dragon Steel or Dragon Electric, and he's like maybe Dragon Fighting or Dragon Fire. I'm not sure. But the thing that intrigued me is that at the end of the trailer, I might show a clip. They showed scales, but like metallic scales. I'm assuming that's going to be like the third legendary that's going to show up in the game. So I'm really interested to see the lore behind these guys when we get more information down the line. Now we're going to talk about some of the mons that were shown off. We got Pawmi, the mouse Pokemon. This is an electric type. This is the Pikachu. I can look at it. It has the cheeks. It's the Pikachu of the region. Confirmed. Static, natural cure, basically literally Pikachu. The cheeks apparently aren't too much in terms of how it works, because they're talking about his forepaws. So this is like an electric paddle or like a defibrillator or some shit like that. Really interested to see more about this guy and what your rival has it. So I'm really looking forward to. I'm looking forward to catching a lot more new mons. Like, let's be honest. Then we have Leshulk, the funniest name, the Hawk Pokemon normal type, Aroma Veil, and Gluttony. So like whatever abilities. I'm really looking forward to know more about him. Gourmet with an excellent nose, so sense of smell, whatever. I think that reminds me of like Slurpuff or some shit like that. But he looks cool. I think like out of the three, he's my like still like lower on the ranks, but he's still pretty cool. I think he's gonna be fine. And last but not least is Smoliv, the grass normal type. Why do we have a grass normal type? What is that? Where's the advantage in that? Nowhere. What is its ability? Early bird, trash ability. But overall, it looks fine. It reminds me a little bit of like Petilil or what the hell is the other name? I was gonna say Cherim, but I don't know if that's a good comparison. But they look fine. As you can see, there's multiple around here. I'm assuming this is going to be part of like, the wild area where you can throw Pokeball. This is why I asked, like, are we going to be able to just throw Pokeballs at random Pokemon in the wild? I don't know. I'm really looking forward to find out how that's going to work in the game. 3 different times that I recorded this video. So like, I started in the morning, then I did the second part in the afternoon, and now the final part is at the end at nighttime. That's dedication. I want to make more content for this channel. I'm gonna dedicate the time to it. Anyways, so that's basically my thoughts on the trailer I released today. I'm very excited to see what the future holds for this particular game. Obviously, there's more information that we require, but honestly, right now I'm very optimistic. You know, I haven't been this. I don't want to say Sword and Shield wasn't like that, because I actually was excited for certain aspects of Sword and Shield, and I was actually one of the bigger supporters of the cut decks, just because I much rather a new experience than going with the old, all that stuff. So I'm really looking forward to this new chapter. I hope that they are able to deliver and improve on what happened in Legends Arceus, and just give us a wider experience. If they do decide to go the route where you're going to get all 3 starters, then hopefully that gives us some sort of difficulty increase, because now you have all your types covered, you know. I'm really looking forward to the game. When we get more information in the future, obviously, I'll make another note of it, try to record a video on it. Hopefully it won't take as long as this one. And yeah, that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave your thoughts and comments. Are you excited for these games, or do they intrigue you? Right now, I want you to let me know who's your star. What team starter are you? Like I said, I'm like leaning Sprigatito and Quaxley more towards Quaxley, but both of them are still pretty cool. Fuecoco is not that bad, but I have to see more from him. You know, I need to see more evolutions from him before I make a final judgment. But for now, let me know what team are you down with? Team Sprigatito, Team Fuecoco, or Team Quaxley? Leave it in the comments, and look forward to more content from me. Hope you guys have a wonderful night, or wonderful day, wonderful afternoon, wherever you live. I've been SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in future videos. Yo, what is up, Crocs and Clan members, Pokemon fans, and others who